This was a long time ago. I think we was coming from church one night, and there was a grocery store down there in Baconfield. And it used to be Colonial grocery store. And these little kids would walk to the store, and it was at night. And that just bothered me so bad that you had a 10-year-old and they were walking to the store by themselves. How do you do that? I'm so overprotective. So, and that's our story, and we got into fostering. I didn't never plan to do special need. They just happened to call me about a special need.
I was often say to myself, I would feel awful if something happened to my parents and no one in my family would say we'll take them in. And I think that's what a lot of foster kids deal with, is that how could there not be an aunt or cousin or someone to say, come live with us? But in a lot of cases, there's no one that says, bring them here. So I think for me, that displacement and that need to be attached to a family is so needed.
And I had got these 3 siblings, 2 of them that I adopted. Then I got the brother, and he was in the gang when he came to the house. He had on all his blue stuff or whatever. And so I was talking to him one day, and I was asking him, I'm like, why did you get in the gang? And he said, well, my grandmama died. It was nobody else, and I was out there in the streets, and it's like they took care of me. They was like my family. And then when he came in, my son, Deco might have been 16 or 17. They was the best of friends. He started wearing Deco clothes. My son wasn't in a gang, but if he had red Nikes or a red shirt, he was going to school. Like he had denounced, and he had denounced the gang or whatever. And so one day, Alicia came to the house to see him, and that house had 3 doors, so sometimes I didn't even know Alicia was in the house. She would come in the front door, go upstairs to their room, and she came back downstairs, and she said, Miss Blash, and she said, this is Alicia, I'm in here. I didn't even know she was in here. And she said, come here, and I went up the steps, because that house was tri-level too. And she said, I was out there talking to Dre, asking him what was he gonna do when, his name was Andre, what he was gonna do when he leave foster care. He said, well, I'm gonna get a job and I wanna buy a house. She said, I never have heard a foster child say that. They say, get my own apartment. They never say, I wanna buy a house.